you got somewhere to be? I've been floating out in space. I thought I'd write to you in case you felt alone, just like me, with this anxiety. Is it all a simulation? Ones and zeros in an empty basement. I wish I could be with you again, 'cause I'm lonely as ever, and I thought it'd get better. And I hope to see your face somewhere, 'cause I'm lonely as ever, and it doesn't get better. Fantasies, I've got fantasies that we're driving down the boulevard. You hold me close and all the scars are gone. I should say I don't look the same as I did when you saw me last. Might be all the alcohol and cynicism, the OCD and constant overthinking, like what I should have said, what I should have done. The walls are coming at me and I'm running out of places to run to. Dear Marie, I hope you're better off than me. I wish I could be with you again, 'cause I'm lonely as ever, and I thought it'd get better. And I hope to see your face somewhere, 'cause I'm lonely as ever, and it doesn't get better. Yeah. I wish I could be with you again, 'cause I'm lonely as ever, and I thought it'd get better. And I hope to see your face somewhere, 'cause I'm lonely as ever, and it doesn't get better.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, are you smiling? That's for sure. Funny how you had the best of love. I don't know if I'll make it home. I don't know, not like I care. All I know, someday this goes. Only know I want the best of us. So I dance the night away when nobody is awake. I'll be the last to stay. Dance the night away, no matter what they say. Dance the night away when nobody is awake. I'll be the last to stay. Dance the night away, no matter what they say.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But good evening, everybody. It is time. It is time. We are back. It is 2024. I'm talking to a blank screen because I forget to change over. Hello, everybody. Oh, she's facing the wrong way. Hello. It is 2024. It is Friday. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of the Doll Symposium in 2024. I hope everybody had a good break during the holidays, and hope you're well rested and looking forward to a new year. It is 2024. I think I said that already. It's the year of the dragon, people. I was supposed to actually stream last Friday for the first episode of the year, but I actually didn't start off my year that great. During the holidays, I don't want to go too much into it, but during the holidays, I had a little bit of a medical thing, and then last week I had to go for a procedure, so I was trying to see if I could go and stream before the procedure, but I wasn't really feeling that well, so whatever. I don't want to worry everybody, though. I'm okay. I'm fine. It was a little bit of a scare, but I'm assuming it's nothing. Everybody seems to tell me that, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. And but I don't get my official results until like 2 weeks from now, but I should be fine. At least I'm assuming I should be fine. Right, Chitose, I'm fine? Maybe. She thinks maybe. But anyways, hopefully everybody else had a better start to their new year. It wasn't all bad. We did a couple things as a family, went out for the holidays to go do some fun family things, took the kids to like an indoor water park, took the wife out for a nice evening, which we don't normally do because the kids are around, but we were able to have someone watch the kids, and yeah, we had a good holiday, good recharging time too, to just kind of like just lay around, watch some TV together, and get some well-needed rest and sleep. And now that it's 2024, we're ready to start this rocket ship. This rocket ship of doll. What do I even call it nowadays? Just it's still the doll life, but like I swear every year it gets a little bit more hectic because I try to do different things, which I should be doing in order to stay somewhat fresh and crisp for the content. But we'll see. There's a lot of things that I'm planning to do for 2024. Some are slightly different and new, and others are a little bit more of the same. I was also supposed to do some videos for you guys to watch over the holidays, like pre-recorded stuff, but because I had like whatever issues, I wasn't able to post them. So I'll post them hopefully sometime in January or early February, once I get a chance to. So I think that's everything for updating you guys for at least what happened during my break. And we'll go more into depth in what to look forward to in 2024 in the first episode of Beyond the Doll for this year. I usually like to do that, like the end of the year and the beginning of the year. I like to do like some kind of update review of the year and then like what's coming up in the year kind of thing. So next week should be fun, talking about all the different things that are planned for 2024 and maybe some things that we are going to be looking forward to. But I digress, because we need to go over the news. It's been a long time, people. I think second week, right? Second week of December was the last, first week of December was the last time I did the news. So there's quite a bit to catch up on. Some of it has already come and gone and passed. So we're not really going to beat a dead horse and talk about those things, unless it's something I think is like super, super important. So let me just move my settings around so that we can get cracking with this news episode today. Oh, actually, before I even start, I forgot to say this. Welcome everybody that is here on the stream. PMB Sakura, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Linda is here. Linda Hedgefall, welcome to the stream. And Crypt, welcome to the stream today. I think that's everybody, right? I don't want to forget anybody. Yeah, I think that's everybody that's on the stream so far. Wait, what? Your stream says it is the Doll Symposium? It is the Doll Symposium. Yeah, today is the Doll Symposium. Beyond the Doll is next week. Yeah. I was going to say, wasn't one of your kids going to take Pokemon plushie picture? I think they were. I don't remember anymore. But they were supposed to I was supposed to give them a Pokemon. Oh yeah, that's right. I was giving them Pokemon for Christmas. That kind of got waylaid because of like the mishap that happened over the holidays. Anyways, that actually didn't happen the way it was supposed to. The whole thing kind of went into a mess, but it wasn't for the worst. It wasn't like bad or anything like that. It was just we had to like pitch and go in a different direction. But yeah, we didn't get to do that. Sorry. But okay, so now I'm ready. We are going to start with the news today. Why isn't it switching over? There we go. So a quick recap. Obviously, Spy Family is done for pre-orders for the regular ones, but they did do over the holidays, right? From December 22nd till recently, January 14th, they reopened pre-orders for Anya. I'm not sure why. It could be a number of things. It could be like maybe they didn't get as many pre-orders as they thought they were gonna get during the allotted, time frame that was given, so they reopened it, or they got so many and then people were sending emails complaining like, oh, it was too short of a time frame, blah blah blah, whatever, and they reopened it. I honestly don't know, but it was reopened for more pre-orders, which was interesting. Yeah, Crypt, it was supposed okay, so to go back, it was supposed to be Beyond the Doll this week, right? And it was supposed to be the Doll Symposium last week, because that was supposed to be the first episode of the year, but last week I wasn't feeling very well, so everything got pushed back a week. So yes, so today is the Doll Symposium. So other than Anya, the next thing up on the Volks news today is Hatsune Miku. So the new Hatsune Miku NT is up for pre-order. Now it's a little deceiving because when you look on the screen, it says add to cart, but it's actually for pre-order. Now the pre-order in addition is going to be a lottery as well. We don't normally get too many lotteries on the Volks International website. That's more of a thing that Volks USA likes to do. But what happened with this one is that Miku NT went up for pre-orders during the Dolpa 50, and then during the Dolpa 50, when they filled up with whatever they had there, they then opened up pre-orders on their websites afterwards, and then they kind of ran out of the allotted space that they wanted to do, and then now they're opening it again, but it's going to be a lottery. So anyone that has put in the Hatsune Miku NT into their cart from the 13th all the way up to the 21st, so that's very soon. I think that's like in 2 days. Those people will either win Hatsune Miku through a lottery. That's the only way you're gonna get her now. So if you missed her like via proxy at the Dolpa 50, I don't know why I can't speak, Dolpa 50, and you missed her pre-orders that went up afterwards, then this is your last chance. Also, if you missed your chance on Volks USA, this is also your last chance to put in your bid for Hatsune Miku NT. PNBU Sakura says, I thought it was extended because of Family Code White film. It probably was. I honestly don't know why it was reopened. But that's actually a good bet. Because I forgot that film did come out in September, so that's probably a better reason than what I was coming up with. But honestly, I don't know. And I think I said that earlier, that I'm not entirely sure why they reopened it. But the Spy Family movie is probably a good reason why they did. Good catch, PMB Sakura. So yeah, then next up, we have the Dolls Party 50 after event. So I kind of jumped the gun on this. So if you go on the after event, which already started on the 13th, some things are sold out already. Like for instance, Free Ren is already gone. There's no more of that. A couple other items. I think it was like, yeah, like the skirt. I think one of the wedding dresses is gone, but mostly everything is still there. The interesting the interesting part is that the Dolphy carry-on trunks are available for purchase. So if you weren't able to get them, because if we rewind this about a month back or 2 months back, it came up on one of the Doll Symposium newses that the Dolphy carry-on trunk was going to be for Japanese residents only. So I jumped the gun and asked my proxy to get me one of them because I wasn't sure if it was going to be released for everybody else internationally. I was hoping it would, but I didn't want to take that chance. So I already got one from my proxy. They went to Dopa 50 for me and got one. But now everybody else, if you're interested in getting one of these Dolphy carry-on trunks, you could definitely get one. They're available right now. Like if you click on it, like you can get it now. And you just add to cart and it's yours. So just so you guys can see, hold on. Where is it? Okay, so I actually have mine right here. I didn't do an unboxing video of this because it's quite large and my room is quite small. And to have enough space to actually review this thing, I would need to do it somewhere else. But what I can say is I've played with it for a little bit, and you can, if I show you here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you open this front part, it's kind of like the Mirai carry, where it kind of opens up in the front, and you can collect your doll from there without having to open like the whole suitcase, which is really nice. I don't have time to like re-zipper that up. I'll just leave it like that, which is really nice. You can fit like in that small little compartment, 1 MDD comfortably. You can cram a Dolphy Dream in there, 1 Dolphy Dream. What you can do is you can actually hold multiple dolls in this if you, and it's a big if you remove, well, not really remove, but there's zippers that separate the front compartment from the back compartment. If you remove the zippers and the little partition there, you can fit probably a couple Dolphy Dreams in there. I haven't tried it as of yet, but I'm thinking you could probably fit like 3 Dolphy Dreams in there if you remove everything from the inside. However, that kind of gets rid of some of the padding, and depending on how you, I guess, roll your suitcase around or where you're going, your dolls might be flying around on the inside. There is a buckle that you can use, but I don't know, because I haven't tried it. I don't know if that buckle will be able to go around all the dolls to keep them in place as you're traveling. But definitely the front compartment can be a mini Dolphy Dream comfortably. You could fit several Chimicos if you once the Chimicos start coming out, you could definitely fit several Chimicos. But for full-size Dolphys like a Dolphy Dream Dynamite or a regular Dolphy Dream, even Dolphy Dream Sister, I would say this thing can probably do 3 to 4 at most if you remove everything. And if you keep all of the little, like you could see here, like the little squares, this is actually, these squares are kind of cool because you can use those squares they actually open up and you can put things into them. But when you close them, they can also be this seat that the Dolphy sits on inside the case. So this way they don't have to be kneeling on their knees. They definitely cannot stand because the thing's not tall enough for the Dolphys to stand in them. But if you use those little square things, you can like have them sitting on it, and then you can only fit 2. So if you use these square things, you can only fit 2 dolls in here if you're having them sit. But if you have them kneel and you kind of just put one on top of the other, you could probably fit like 3 to 4. And that's really pushing it, but you probably could. Crip says, what about if you take off legs and chest? You could fit more. Yeah, if you disassemble them, okay, you could definitely fit more. I personally don't disassemble my dolls for travel at all. But if you wanted to, yes, then you could definitely fit way more dolls in there if you want to disassemble. So for example, if you're traveling, like really traveling, like from country to country, and you have to take a plane and whatnot, and you want to take as many dolls as you want, if you disassemble them, yes, you could probably fit like a couple more in there, and just kind of like stack them in and pile them in. But for my purposes, the reason why I bought this and I want to use it is for when I go to conventions. And normally it's like a quick setup and takedown that I have to do in between panels and things like that. So I can't have any of my dolls like disassembled in there. They have to be like fully dressed and ready to go. So I could just pull them out, plop them on the table, and then start like my my panel and stuff like that. But it is a very cool thing. It's the outer shell is as hard and as rugged as any other decent brand of luggage companies that's out there. It's really nice how the zippers for the front half like really ties into the front zippers and into the TSA lock. I like how it's TSA approved. The handle that pulls out, that little silver handle that you can see on the screen, is very nice. It feels really good in your hand when you're like pulling the suitcase around. So it's definitely a cool item. So these things are still available on the Volks International website. Should you choose to pick one up, the website's crowded. I can't get in now. No. I told everybody it's available. Now everybody's going online and no. Let me back in. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're back in. Yeah, everybody's in the website. But yeah, there's a couple other things in here that you might want to check out. There's some good stuff in here from the Doll Party 50 event. Now, the next thing up for Volks International News is they have a small section that they opened up for the winter collection. So if you guys are looking for winter stuff, everything is on here on their website. It's about 4 pages. Yeah, 4 pages of like winter outfits. It's mostly going to be coats, kigurumis, sweaters, boots, anything long sleeves, outerwear like scarves and like, head earphones or earmuffs. Those are all going to be in this section. There's a couple of really good stuff here, as well as like 3 different trench coats that's in there. So if you want to do that and you missed out on the trench coats before, the newest version is here on the first page, but then the other versions are in here as well as you go along. Same thing with bubble jackets. There's a bubble jacket in there. I think it was like page 2 or 3. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff and you need some more winter outfits for your dolls, this is a good time to check out their website, as they kind of like nice and neatly put them all in one section where you could search, which is pretty good. Criff says, I was thinking it was a prop, but when you lifted it up and showed it wasn't, I was shocked. No, it's not a prop. It's a big suitcase. It's giant, man. Like it's, oh my God. It's giant. It's really giant. And like I said, this is the front compartment that opens up where you can kind of like fit the doll in and things like that. There is this, I think I could take it out. Yeah. So this is the little box thing that you get, and you can kind of, it's like all Velcroed here. So you can kind of, ASMR, you can kind of open it up, put like doll care items or other clothing or shoes inside of this item, and then just kind of like close it up. Now it has a little Velcro on the bottom, and the reason why it has the Velcro on the bottom is because that the bottom of the suitcase has Velcro. So you can pop this on here so it's not bouncing all around the suitcase. It also keeps it steady for when the doll is sitting on top of the square, if at least you're using it as Volks was intending to use it. They also give you like a cool little purse thing or little baggy thing for care items as well that you could throw in here with like a little leather keychain. I wasn't expecting to get this. This was a nice gift. It's probably on the website and says that you get it. I just didn't realize it at the time. Let me see what else was in here that I may or may have not have forgotten to mention. No, that's it. That's everything that's like the main stuff, but it's actually a really nice suitcase. I really enjoy it. I will take it with me for the very first con of the year and probably every con henceforth. Next up, there is a Snow Miku 2024 15th anniversary. 4 special projects, but they didn't tell us what they were as of yet. There is a whole blog of stuff and updates. There's just way too much for me to really like go through and hammer out what's really there, because most of it was just updates on commercials, a new music video, and like things like different what's it called, like like winter snacks, I guess, because they're doing some kind of collaboration with a cafe or something. But the special projects are here. You could see it on this page. Oh, no, you can't see it because I didn't move the page over. So the Snow Miku 2024. Okay, so you have Special Project 1, which is Winter Feast Set Order. Special Project 2 is Snow Princess Set Sale. Special Project 3 is Special Sales and Official Goods. Special Project 4 is Special Event limited to the Sapporo showroom. Now, all of these special projects will be announced at a later date in more detail, as if you try to click on them, nothing happens. Like, absolutely nothing happens when you click on them. If you go to the Snow Miku 2024 thing and you click on that, it takes you to a really cool page where it has like all this info. Like, it's like a huge info dump of information that they update you. Like, see, January 18th, January 11th. There's all these things about festival going on in Hokkaido, which makes sense. But yeah, there's a lot of information if you really want to go through it. It also has like special stuff that is here for regular, I guess, Japanese residents. And then over here you have overseas tours also. So if you are traveling to Japan and, you know, you want to participate in any of this stuff too, they have a special site for that for people coming from overseas. Now, in the previous page, when it said the Snow Princess set, I don't know what that is, but if I were to guess, it might be this. I mean, it could be. We could be getting a dress version of this outfit, but I honestly don't know because they did not announce anything official. You know, like none of these links work. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see and wait for Volks to release more information so that we know exactly what's going on. Crip says, I have about 15 smart dolls. To keep them safe, they live in my big check luggage bag along with their clothes and some props. I'm thinking I might need that. You definitely won't be able to fit 15 smart dolls, even if you take them apart. That's a lot of smart dolls, including props and clothes. But you could probably fit like a good amount, especially if you take them apart. Again, since they're roughly the same size, it's still going to be the same. If you're going to put 4 smart dolls fully built, you could probably squish in 4, maybe even more. Again, I will try when I go to my first convention of the year to see how many I could stuff in there, and then I'll report back to you guys and let you guys know what's going on. But I kind of want to do an unboxing video, but I honestly have no space to do it like here in this present area, unless I go maybe to my local library, rent out one of the rooms and kind of just film in there. That might be the only other way I could do it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's one last thing I want to address, and I left it as last because I am super excited about it. Volks International has announced during the Dolpa 50 event, they announced it, and if you went to the more recent event in Japan for Final Fantasy XIV, they announced here we have new Final Fantasy XIV collaborations in the sense of the twins of Alphino and Alize. I'm excited for this because I like Alize. I don't think that comes as any bit of a surprise, especially if any of you watch my live streams. I absolutely hate Alphino with a passion. He's not one of my favorite characters in the game, but I adore Alize. Alize is really cool. I'm super excited for this. I really want an Alize Dolphy Dream now. She looks so good. They are following the same suit that they did with Ishtola, where they have more of the video game look, where obviously they're from video games, but if I were to compare like Dolphy Dreams and Smart Dolls, like their versions of the Dolphy Dream Final Fantasy characters so far have been very much akin to Smart Dolls' semi-real line, because they have the nostrils, they have the smaller eyes, they have the eyes that are a little bit more of a round shape rather than an anime exaggerated oval shape. So yeah, they definitely like you could see it better with Alphino, the way that the eyes are shaped. Also very reminiscent of 2B, Same kind of thing in 9S. Like the sculpts are pretty similar. Another thing that you notice in this picture too is Alphino's hands. So I'm assuming that they're going to have gloved hands, where you actually have like a separate hands, like meaning that there's no cloth gloves like they did with like the, let's say who they do that with, like the Sailor Scouts or with 2B, where they actually put gloves on. These are actually like vinyl shaped, like, or plastic put over vinyl like hands. So we're more than likely getting 2 hand parts. Now, I'm probably going to pre-order both Alphino and Alize, even though I don't like Alphino, and the reason why is stupid. It's purely because I want the I want the weapon on his back. I want the really cool like weapons on his back for the healer. I can't even remember the name anymore for the healer type. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. But I want his weapon set. That's really all I want. I don't really want Alphino at all. I just want his weapons that are hanging off his back. Even the outfit. I'll even take the outfit, because then I could use the outfit to put on probably Alize, I guess, for her to cosplay as a healer. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm assuming that we can't see it here, but I'm assuming Alize's hands are the same as well, where they have the gloves already like put on. Crip says the glove is a cast on. Yeah, probably. That's probably what it is. But it looks really good. I'm assuming her hands are the same, so we're probably going to get 2 pairs of hands for her as well. The ears is interesting. So if you remember, way back in the day, they had Kilika. I think it's Kilika or Kirika from Shining Blade. She was the very first Dolphy Dream with the elf ears. And the elf ears were attached. You couldn't remove them. They were like permanent on there. And then there was Asuna from Sword Art Online, the Titania version, that had the ears that were removable. Now, with these characters, they are, for all intents and purposes, elves. So whether or not Volks will give us that option to have removable ears or not, I do not know. But if they're going with the lore of an elf, then I'm assuming that the ears will be there permanent. Like, those are permanent elf ears. They're not removable or changeable. Also, because it is a property of Square Enix, and Square Enix is very, very particular on their products, I'm assuming that the elf ears are not removable on them as well. So there's that. Batman Jackson, welcome to the stream. You're at MagFest. What? I one of these years I have to go to MagFest. That is on my bucket list of places to go. I definitely want to go at least once. But I hope you're having a good time there. I pre-ordered my Volks USA Miku and put in for the lottery for Volks JP. You are crazy, Batman. But I already knew you were gonna do that. You did tell me ahead of time that you were gonna do that anyway, so I shouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Alphino and Alize, I'm very, very excited. I scoured all over Volks International. I scoured all over the Square Enix store. I couldn't find any more information from them whatsoever. So we're just going to have to wait. I think the only time that you saw them was during FanFest and the hint that they had at Dolpa 50. And obviously these photos that have been leaked. There are more photos. I have them saved to my hard drive, but I'm on their Twitter page or their X page, so like I don't really have them available as of yet, unless somebody posted it in the comments. Did anyone post additional pictures? No, they didn't. So yeah, I'm just very excited for this. Huge Alice fan. I love having Alice in there. I really wish that they did the other characters, like either Minfilia or Lise. But I understand, and I was talking to Tempest about it the other day. It makes sense that it's Alphino and Alize because they're still very relevant, whereas the other 2 girls aren't really relevant anymore. The one is, spoiler alert, not available, let's just say that, and the other one has gone a separate way. So, you know, it's not really feasible if we're actually going for the lore of these things. We don't know if they're going to be pre-orders either. And we don't know if it's going to be this year. If it's going to be a first come, first serve, then I think it'll be at the end of this year. If it's going to be a pre-order project, it is more likely going to be pre-order at the end of the year. And then obviously we won't get them until end of 2025. But we'll see. We honestly have no information whatsoever on what's going to happen. If we're lucky, then they will be a pre-order just like your Stola was. If we're not lucky, then it'll definitely be a click war, and people will go crazy. Now remember, people, if you want to pre-order these lovely characters, if you pre-order on Volks Japanese, or if you buy them, pre-order by whatever release, if you get it from Volks International website, you're going to get it first. If you get it from Volks USA, you're going to get it second. And if you try to get them from the Square Enix store, because they will sell them there just like they did with the Stola, you are going to get them dead last. So a lot of people were complaining when they pre-order your Stola from Square Enix because they haven't gotten theirs until I think a year and a half or 2 years after. I don't even know if it's been 2 years yet, but I think some people are still complaining they haven't gotten theirs yet. And Square Enix is definitely going to get theirs last. So just be prepared for that. If you want your dolls as soon as possible, you're going to have to get them from Volks International, then Volks USA, and then Square Enix. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I don't want to hear anybody complaining that, why is mine not come yet? Why is it? Because that's just how it works. I have no say or control over it. That's all Volks' thing. That's all Square Enix's thing. That's just how they do it. The leftovers from Dopa should be faster than the international pre-order, I imagine. Yeah, the ones that are going for you're talking about the lottery for Miku NT from JP, right? I'm assuming those will still go faster than the USA ones. More than likely. Okay. So that was like the really cool big news from Volks USA. I was very excited for that. Other Volks USA news. They have the Doll Party 50 new outfit collection. That's going to release on January 27th. That is going to be a click war. These are usually click wars. However, you can't see what's there because they never updated the page. So when you click on it, this is all that you're going to see. But if you want to see what items are going to be available, it's going to be the same list as the Volks International website. So if you just want a heads up, go to the Volks International website. You can see the items with Doll Party 50 outfit collection there. Now here's some cool news. Volks USA's Doll Party 50 after event limited items. As you notice, Free Ren is on here. So she is going to be a lottery through Volks USA. This is going to be February 1st to February 10th. You have 10 days. So for everybody that missed out on Free Ren, you have 10 days to put in your email bid for Free Ren on the Volks USA website. Now that's February 1st to February 10. As you can see from their release period here, the results will be announced on February 16th. Your payment will be due on February 19th, and they will deliver it to you sometime in spring of 2024, which is, I don't know why I say it like that. I guess because 2024 is still new to me now. So spring of 2024 or spring of this year. But if you do want Free Ren and you just didn't have an opportunity to get her before, now's your chance. Unfortunately, for those of you that live internationally, you won't be able to participate in this, as this is for USA residents only, and I think also Canada. No, moving on. Oh, the last news from Volks USA, which is even more important and more exciting than this. Been waiting for this announcement for several years now, and they have finally announced it. And honestly, I don't know how to feel about it. So Volks USA has announced what? Doll Party 50. Not Doll Party 50. Doll Party LA. Sorry. I was too excited to say this. Doll Party LA has been announced at Doll Party 50. That's right. September of 2024. We're getting Doll Party in Los Angeles. I've been looking forward to this for a long time because I have never gone to a doll party ever, whether it's international in Japan or the Japanese one, which is international for me, or the one in Los Angeles. I've never been to either. I want to go to one. Here's the rub, right? Here's the rub. As you all know, I'm trying to save up to go back to Japan. I want to go to Japan during a doll party in December. I'm hoping that when I finally get the money, or when I finally have an idea of when to go, it'll be during a doll party in Japan for the release of Belle, so I can pick up Belle, the Disney princess, at the doll party. That is like my ultimate goal. That is what I want to do. But I don't know if I'll be able to do it because going to Japan is expensive. But also, now that I've been to LA, LA is almost just as expensive. Like traveling from where I live, at least, to LA, getting a hotel, getting a rental car so I could, drive when I'm there because I have family there, so I could definitely visit family. But that is about 80% of the amount of money I would have spent going to Japan. So it's like, do I want to spend the money to go to LA or do I want to spend the money to go to Japan? That's the rub, because I would much rather go to Japan. Nothing against LA. It's just, I just love Japan. I just really want to go. So this might be a hard pass for me, because I really want to go to Japan. But I don't know. Maybe it's too soon to tell. I don't know what the future holds. Maybe I'll go to this one in September, but I honestly don't know. But for those of you that are not planning to go to Japan and really enjoy going to the Volkshusa doll party, now's your chance. It's been gone for a long time. It's not even pre-pandemic was the last time they did it, but it wasn't even like right before. Like 2019, I don't believe there was a doll party. I think it was in 2018 or 2017 was the last time they did it. So this is very exciting news. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of really cool stuff and announcement that's going to happen. But I honestly don't know personally what I'm going to do. At least not yet. Because if they announce that the Disney Princess Belle will be this December, I'm going to try my best to move mountains to go to Japan for that one. Yeah, I honestly don't know. If there is no Belle this year, then maybe I'll try to go to LA. But then again, if I did go to LA, that's like 85% of my Japan money gone. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I knew it was going to come eventually because they've done it before and it's always in LA. I remember I asked Mr. Shigeta if they would ever do it in New York. He didn't say no, but, I mean, and that's all. And that's to be expected, that he's not going to say no, they won't do it, because you don't want to close doors just in case. But he, was heavily inclined to say that more than likely it'll be always in LA because that's where their warehouse is. That's where their headquarters is, at least for Volkshusa. So, it's just easier for them to transport things, in their own home state. So yeah. I don't know what to do about this, but it is exciting news, and I'm very happy that it's coming back, because for individuals that just don't want to travel to Japan because it's too far or too expensive or whatever, and you happen to live closer to California, this is great news for you. And I've heard a lot of stories from a lot of people that went, that it's a very good time. Like, it's a lot of fun. Now that wraps up everything for Volks News this week. Or rather for the past month that was worth discussing. So let's move on to some Azone international news, which there's quite a few things that they announced, but the ones that really caught my eye was this. The Iris Collect Petite. So there are two versions of Iris Collect Petite, as there always is two versions every time they release these dolls. This is the Fluffy Holy Kitten. That is the name that they're giving this one, is Fluffy Holy Kitten. I don't know what this says in Japanese. I think it says Fururu, right? I'm not entirely sure. It didn't really translate, but all I know is this Fluffy Holy Kitten. I feel like this is Ruru, and I feel like this is Fu, but I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I remember any Japanese whatsoever when I was trying to learn the alphabet for hiragana. But this girl looks amazing, and this white outfit is super cool. I think she's absolutely adorable. She's going to be 66,000 yen, which is going to be roughly around $500, essentially. The reservation period already started on December 28th, and it's all the way until February 19th. They didn't say anything about this being an item that is, what is it, like as supplies last kind of thing. So I'm assuming that from December 18th to February 19th, as long as you pre-order within that time frame, you will get her. The thing that's really cool about her is not only is she's super cute, she's got the cat ears, the cat tail. I love the white outfit, but the cool thing is that she is a special color. It is not unique, it's just they don't release it very often, and this is the super white. So this is a super white version of her. She is coming on the AZT48, I believe. Let me just double check what it says here. She is on the, AZT48, AZT845 body with the super small bust, obviously, because she is a younger girl, I guess you could say. So she has the smaller bust, but she is very cute. If you do end up pre-ordering her, delivery will be in July, so not too much of a wait for her. And not only that, because they always release these in pairs, and because this is a skin tone color that is not often released in super white, guess what happens with the other one? Iris Collect Petite Fluffy Holy Kitten version 2, the store direct version, which is also a tan skin version. This is super rare. They don't do tan skin in Azone very often. I know of, personally, is David here today? If my good friend David, who's my Azone expert, if he's here, he could correct me if I'm wrong, but so far there are only 2 tan skins that were available from Azone for at least the larger scale dolls that I know of, for the 1/3 scales. It was the schoolgirl one, which is, I forgot her name now. It's like Karin or Kai or something like that. And then there was another one that was released, which I forget the name of that one. And then there's this girl. So if you want a tan skin doll from Azone, this is your shot. Because the other ones are super difficult, hard to find, and good luck. So if you want this one, it's the same pre-order time. It's pre-order from December 28th to February 19th is her pre-order, and then you'll get her in July. Same thing for the AZT 845 body, super small bust. She is in the brown or tan skin tone color. Very, very cute. If I had the money, I'd pre-order both of them, but I don't have the money because I'm trying to save to go to Japan. Again, this is a reoccurring theme on my channel because I just really want to go back. So I'm going to say it almost every time. You guys are probably sick of me saying it by now, but yeah. This is really cool. If I had extra funds, I would definitely get her. I just love her. The white hair, the gray ears, the gray tail, the tan skin tone. I would probably chase the eyes though. I'm not really a fan of the red eyes. I would prefer to have her have like a teal. I would say a teal. I'd be okay with a teal, or gray eyes would be really cool on her. I don't know. I'm really a big fan of tan or tea skin tone. Tea if it's Smart Doll, but tan if it's Dolphy Dream or Azone with gray eyes. I really like the way they look like that. It's just a personal thing. It's just my favorite thing. But yeah, if you want either of these girls, because both of these skin tone colors are not offered very often. Wow, that was like a double negative. Like that they're not available that often. They're pretty damn rare to get this super white, and even more rare to get tan. So if you want any of those skin tone colors, like even if you just want it just for the skin tone, and then you're going to customize the doll to be anything else that you would like to make your own custom character, now's your chance just to have a tea skin tone or tan skin tone from Azone. If you're a big fan of those Azone dolls or body types with the double jointed elbows and the knees. PMB Sakura says, I may have to look at going to LA. Have not been in a few years, but would prefer New York because it's in driving distance. Yeah, I don't think New York's going to happen. Like I said, they didn't close the door. They didn't close the door on Doll Party being in New York, but they pretty much heavily implied that it's more likely that it will stay in California and Los Angeles. So that's unfortunate for us. Crip says, STJ is a part of the ex-Twitter name for Tomo, who I believe, if my app translated correctly, is the face-up artist. Are you talking about for these lovely ladies? I think, if that's what you're referring to. I'm trying to see if I could read it in here, if it says something like that for the face-up artist. It says the body molding colors in cooperation with Quarantoto. I don't know what that means. Pattern creation and supervision by Hanato Arisu. Oh, I see what you're talking about. The total design supervision of STJ. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know who that is. If you do, it's STJ is part of the X Twitter name for Tomo, who I believe, if app translated correctly, is the face-up artist. Oh, okay. Who's Tomo? I'm so bad at this. Guys. I don't know who that is. But it sounds like somebody that you know. If you can share with the class, Crypt, that would be very helpful. I'm not familiar with that. I may be familiar, like I've probably seen it. I just didn't realize who the person was. But yeah. But yeah, this is the Azone Store Direct version. If you want the T-skin, or if you want the semi-white skin for either of these girls, for Fururu or Fluffy Kitten. You don't know who they are, but you just went digging. That's okay. Not a problem. I have no idea who they were. That's why I wasn't mentioning anything about it. But there's a picture of the two of them together. Look at that. They're so cute. Oh, I didn't realize it. They have like a little fishbone hair clip. That's actually really cute. I like that a lot. If I had the money, if I had the disposable income, I'd get both of these girls. Both of them, they're super lovely. I really like them a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of money. And again, the recurring thing of me having to save, I don't think I could do it. But that's really it for Azone news. There are a couple of other dolls that were released. There's a 2024 Happy New Year's edition Pure Nemo dolls that was released. And then another one, which is like Holy Night dolls. That was released as a pair. Both of them are Pure Nemo. I didn't mention it on here because I don't really collect Pure Nemo, and they didn't look as, they didn't really catch my eye, so that's why I kind of didn't like share them. But if you want, they are on the azone.net. We can actually load them in here if you guys want. It's these two, Mira. There's two different versions. There's a white version and a black version, and then there's this other girl. Where's the here? These are the Happy New Year 2024 version of these two girls in kimonos, but both of them are Pure Nemo edition ones. So that really wraps up everything for Azone news this week. Let's move on to some Smart Doll news. And it's not loading. Okay, here we go. So since we missed a couple things because I was away for a holiday, we're going to go back to December real quick. And one of the things I want to really talk about from December is this. Danny Chu posted this. He's doing, we talked about this a little bit before, but this muscular body, this prototype muscular body, oh my God, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. This is definitely not BTS mode. This is 100% like, you know, like The Rock or Arnold Schwarzenegger type mode. I'm digging it. I really like it. Look at those back muscles, man. That's cool. Those back muscles are cool. This guy's got a nice badonkadonk too. If you're into that. But you can see like the different pieces here. Now I'm sure this line is just because of the 3D print. It doesn't mean that the torso can turn left or right from that angle. Same thing with the arm. I don't believe that is showing that you could turn the arm from the bicep. That is just from the 3D printing. They had to put it together. But yeah, this, like, the definition on this is so exaggerated. It's amazing. I love it. It's like one of those things, you know what I mean? Like when you get a doll that's, or you get like a statue of something that's just super exaggerated, that it just looks cool. Like that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like super exaggerated, like muscular man. He's already had the BTS type bodies. And I know that's not an official term. I just call it BTS type bodies because it's very athletic looking body. But I'm looking for something like this, something like a Grenado doll, but from Smart Doll. So I'm very excited to see more progress. I'm really, really psyched for this. I want to buy one as soon as it's released. I definitely want, this will be my first male doll for sure. if it's going to be like this. 100%. I don't know what the face is going to look like. We have no ideas, but even if the face doesn't look great, I'll have somebody make me a custom face. But this body, I want. This is like the body I want that I'll never have because I'm too lazy to exercise and get in shape. But this is really cool. We have no real news other than this. Obviously, Danny and his team has been very busy with the holidays and getting ready to travel to SneakerCon, which we'll cover in a little bit. But that was really cool. There's more stuff on here about the pear-shaped girls. He's been talking about it for quite a while. There's stuff in here about the frontline girls, how they will always be staying. He's just reassuring everybody that frontline will stay. And then there's this where Danny Chu says he's working on the guy bodies again, but they may take a back seat again. So in addition to the muscular male body, that he's working on upgrading the Smart Doll boys, and he's upgrading it with a lot of different things. The first step is he's trying to upgrade it to house the Evolve body. So he's trying to make it so that the Smart Doll boys, the current iteration of the vinyl shell for the BTS body, can house the Evolve frame. The next step that he's working on after he gets that squared away is to start changing the athletic body or the BTS body. He's been talking about it in a couple posts that he wants to do representation, which he has always been doing, and that's a core value for Smart Doll. So he's working on a athletic body for the boys, a new one at some point, not right now, but at some point. And he definitely wants to work on an athletic / muscular body for the female dolls as well, which I'm super excited for also. The thing is that these are a lot of projects, right? He's still working on the pear shapes. Well, when I say still working, pear shape's finished, but he's working on other dolls in pear. So there's a couple more dolls. Like we had Live and Let Live, but a lot of people are talking about Marvel. A lot of people are talking about other dolls. So, he's still working on the whole pear shape crew or team, so to speak. So boys, even though he did mention that he wants to start on the boys again, especially the muscular body, it looks like they're taking a back seat again because he did mention doing the athletic or muscular female body, and I think he wants to focus on that more so than the boys. So that's a big disappointment for all you enthusiasts out there that were looking for more Smart Doll boys. But it doesn't mean that he's not going to do it and that he's not going to address it. It's just that it's not high on his priority list as of right now. Will we get Boy Body 2.0, like this version, the athletic version or not the athletic, but the BTS body version that I keep calling it? Will we get the BTS body version with the new Evolve frame in it this year? If I were to guess and estimate, I would say yes. Obviously, that's me speculating because Danny Chu has mentioned nothing of the sort. But if I were to guess, because he's trying to work with it to have it fit the Evolve frame, I'm going to guess he's going to release it sometime this year as a limited release. That's my assumption. I'm going to go with that. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not, but we will see. In the same post, there was a picture of this for the muscular female body. He was asking for suggestions, if people can tweet out suggestions, and a lot of you have sent your suggestions in for a muscular female body, and like all of them are great suggestions. So we'll just have to see which one Danny Chu actually does. Now moving on to 2024, not many posts because he's traveling, obviously, but we have, let's see, the Happy New Year's picture. So he just posted his New Year's picture with his team. I'm assuming this is the full team in this picture in its current iteration right now. So, Happy New Year to Danny Chu and the rest of the Smart Doll family and team. Very cool pictures. Them traveling over the holidays. Very, very cool pictures. Oh, then we have some Anime NYC pictures in here as well. Kind of snuck in there. But yeah, it's a very, very good year for Smart Doll this year. Another thing is Cortex. So there's more updates for Cortex. I'm super excited that he posted this. More Cortex updates. So we already saw the arm for this bionic arm at Anime NYC, and we've seen it on many posts before. But there's more. Where is it? So here's a good picture here of the bicep, and you can see how the screw goes in there and it's attaching it to the arm. This was the piece that was very thin in the old version of Cortex 1 that always breaks for a lot of people. You could see it's a lot thicker now from here to here. It's much bigger space. So hopefully that'll cut down in any kind of problems that may happen or arise. Plus the fact that we have the screw now keeping it in place instead of having to rely on pressure points and glue. Then you could see here, this is when the arm is opened up. If you remove that screw, that's how the evolve frame fits inside and how the two pieces come apart. Another picture of the arm, another picture of the arm. Here's what I wanted to show you guys. This is the thigh piece. This is really cool. So it looks like that they had to add a piece here. Maybe there's going to be another version of the evolve frame, because it looks like this piece right here actually pops in and holds in place for these two pieces here. I'm assuming also a screw goes through here and through here to link into this piece, so that, again, we can avoid using any type of glue or zip ties like the last version of Cortex 1, where we actually had to glue or zip tie pieces together. So this is very, very cool, seeing these early prototype versions of how the pieces come together, as well as you could see the shin here coming in and out. So the way they did it here, it looks like it connects to the bottom on the side, but it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. Here's a piece with the two pieces. Here's a piece with the two pieces. Why did I say it like that? Here's the entire leg, two pieces put together, and that's the prototype what it looks like. I like these lines, especially for the cyber steampunk kind of look. But the thing that caught me that I thought was really interesting are these little holes that he's been adding. Like, I wonder what they're for. Like, not only do they add attention to detail for like cyberpunk reasons, but like, I wonder, like, lore wise, are those like vent holes? You know what I mean? Like, so that the parts inside can breathe, for the mechanical parts. I think it's really cool. Like these little inlets that are there. Another thing I think is really cool, and I don't know if it's intended or not, but because these little inlets are exposed and they're actually open, I wonder if that leaves things up for like, if you insert LEDs into the doll and like you'll have these little glow points, much like a Gundam, unicorn. You know how like the unicorn opens up and all the glowing lights come out? So it's like, these won't open up, but it's kind of cool where you could probably put LEDs in there and have them shine out these little like inlets that are in here. So very, very cool. I'm really looking forward to Cortex 2. You could see the inlets on the back as well. So it looks like it's going to come out on all sides. Obviously the skeleton inside is not going to be cinnamon. You won't have those cinnamon exposures. On a gray body, at least I'm hoping that's the case. But very, very cool. I can't wait to see more progress on Cortex 2. It's very exciting news. I'm super happy about that. Another thing that Danny Chu did was this. So he released the bodycon, and there's two versions now. Where's that picture? Oh, did I click on the wrong one? Oh, it's this one. So there's two versions, right? There's version 1. And then there's version 2. Version 1 has all these wrinkles, and version 2 doesn't. Now, obviously, I'm not a woman. I don't wear dresses. I don't know how it's supposed to fall on a woman's body or look on a woman's body when they move or things like that. Like, I know like what I've seen women wearing, but like I don't know how it's supposed to actually fall. So for me, I would pick version 2 only because it looks cleaner. But I know a lot of people in the comments that I've been reading actually prefers version 1 because they're saying that it looks more realistic. Like a more realistic look would be that those little wrinkles or those folds will come out because everybody has different body types, and depending on when you walk or when you sit or how you move, it might crimple up like that. So all those reasons sound very valid and makes total sense to me. So before reading those comments, I was more of a fan of version 2. But now understanding the background, from what I've heard from some people, I like version 1 also. So basically what I'm trying to say, at least from my standpoint, I don't care which one gets released. Version 1 or version 2 is fine by me whatsoever. I probably will get it when I get my pair doll because I do plan on getting one eventually. I'm waiting for Marvel to be released because I think she's really cute. I really adored her when I saw her at Anime NYC. She was my favorite of the pair girls, so I am waiting for Marvel. And I think I'm going to put her in this. But I'm not entirely sure yet because, you know, there's a lot of really good items that are being released for the pair girls that I like. I want like the big cardigan thing too that looks really cute. So I really don't know. But either version of this is fine with me. So I don't mind. But which one do you guys want? Make sure you put it in the comment section of the Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post that he posted on this picture. So to let him know, you know, really what you guys are looking for. Let's see. Crip says he has cake. I know what you're referring to is the big muscular man body. I know. It really is up to who's wearing it. I own a dress like that, and sometimes I bunch it more, and sometimes I don't. Oh, okay. So yeah, honestly, it really like Crip says, it really matters to the person and the wearer. I think if he releases version 2, like version 1, if he releases version 1, then you can have it either way, right? Like you could have it and make it purposely like crinkled up, or you can kind of pull it down a little bit more and make it more taut where it's a little bit more smooth. Whereas if he releases version 2, you don't have that option. I feel like it's always going to be like more taut or more, smooth or streamlined. So knowing that aspect of it, thank you, Crypt, I think version 1 would be better because then it would give people a choice on what they want to have their doll or how they want their doll to wear it. So I think that's a very good point. Thank you, Crypt. Let's see. And then let's see. He's been traveling, obviously, while he's in the US, but he is at Sneaker Expo, which I'm not going to play this video because I honestly don't know how loud it's going to be. And I don't want it to like blow out anyone's speakers. But he is at Sneaker Expo. Is there another picture? I know he posted a bunch of pictures. How come it's not on his Instagram, though? It's probably on his Twitter page. Anyways, he's at SneakerCon right now. Well, not right now. It's over. It was like last weekend. And a bunch of people went, and they had a really good time. I really want to show it now. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I feel like it's somewhere here. It's definitely somewhere here. I just got to find it really quick. Hold on. I know he posted pictures of this. I just can't find it. Not there. Okay, it's not there. I know he posted it. I just need to find it. Hold on, guys. I will find it. Ah! No. I found it, but I'm not logged in. So it won't let me see the full picture. Damn it. Anyways, he went to SneakerCon. Oh, you know who posted it? Hold on. I have it somewhere. I know who posted this. Where is it? I just need to find it. Sorry, please bear with me. Where is it? He sent me so many pictures. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find it. See, it keeps popping up for me over and over and over and over again. And then when I really want it, now I can't find it. Where did it go? I think it's here. No, it's not there. Darn it. I'm sorry, guys. I really thought there was a picture. I'm just traversing the internet now. Oh my goodness, why can't I find it? I'm sorry, guys. I let you guys down. Uh, anyways, Danny was at SneakerCon. I heard recently that SneakerCon is actually with Anime Impulse. I don't know if that's true, but either way, he advertised it as SneakerCon. So, and it does say Sneaker Expo in the video. Like you could see it here in the picture. It actually does say Sneaker Expo. So he was there for the weekend last weekend. He met a lot of really cool people. I'm so happy that everybody on the West Coast got a chance to meet Danny Chu. There were so many pictures. Please check his Instagram, his Facebook, or wherever you can. It's on the photo reel part, but it's not on the posts. So if you go on his photo reel part, you're gonna see a whole bunch of it on there. Yeah, because it won't let me look it up on Instagram. It's so annoying. But yeah, it's he seems to have like had a really good time, and it looks like there was a really great turnout. There were so many pictures that I saw on the internet of people that went and took selfies with Danny. Even Danny posted himself all the different selfies he took with people. It was really great, and there was a whole display of the dolls, as you can see in this picture. The dolls were on the table, but then sitting down in front of those dolls was like maybe like 10 or 15 dolls lined up from attendees that went. So this is really, really cool. I'm so happy that he did a West Coast convention, because I know, you know, as much as I love him coming out to the East Coast, you know, it is only fair that, you know, the West Coast doll family gets some love. And it's great that he went out there to Seattle to Sneaker Expo and met a bunch of people. It looks like he had a really good time. And I think the only thing we're missing now is the people in the South and the people in the Midwest for a chance to meet Danny Chu. So whatever conventions are out and about in those areas, you know, he might go. Like I know there's some conventions out like in Florida maybe that he may be interested. Texas for sure he may be interested in. I know at one point he was going to go. It had to cancel. But the Midwest, I'm not sure. I know there's a really big convention, I think in Chicago. But he's trying to branch out in different conventions too. It's not just anime conventions. He wants to try out all different kinds of things, like Sneaker Expo. Or a couple of years ago, he went to Designer Con as well. So he's trying to, you know, spread out to all different types of people rather than just the anime crowd. Nothing against the anime crowd, but like, you know, he's just trying to spread his wings and reach all different kind of formats for people to see the dolls. And that's really it. There's this as well. A lot of people were talking about Marvel, myself included, because I really do like Marvel. And he has been showing off this other skin tone version of Marvel in Coco. So what do you guys think? Do you like her in Coco? I think she looks adorable in Coco too. Although I'm a huge fan of the T, so I'm waiting for Marvel in T. That's the one. Like I said, that's the one I really want. I want Marvel in T. She's super cute. But that's really it. That's everything for Smart Doll News this week. And that's everything for the Doll Symposium this week. That's pretty much, unless I forgot anything, I think that's pretty much everything, guys. So what'd you guys think? You guys happy for 2024? Happy that I finally started streaming again? I am sorry. I was supposed to stream last Friday. Like I said earlier in the stream, I wasn't feeling good, you know, due to some health things that happened. But I'm fine now, and we should be back to normal. So next week is going to be Beyond the Doll. For those of you that are interested in it, because some of you might skip it, because it doesn't usually do that well, but I like doing it. So next week's episode of Beyond the Doll will be a look to the future of what's to come in 2024. And then after that will be another Doll Symposium, and then after that will be our first guest of 2024 in 2 episodes from now. So hopefully you guys can look forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh, last but not least. Let me pull it up for you guys. I should have mentioned this earlier. I'm so silly for not mentioning it earlier. Let's see, where is it? I just want to make sure I show you guys. Yeah, okay. So let me move this back here to the website. Katsucon's coming in 2024. I will be at Katsucon. So it's going to be in Washington, D.C. in the Inner Harbor area. I'm going to be hosting 3 panels, as far as I know. It should be the Smart Doll panel and I think the Intro to Anime Dolls panel got accepted, and the Sumo panel got accepted. So I'll be doing 3 panels at Katsucon this year. It's my first time at Katsucon. I'm very excited. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I can't wait to go. And our good friend Batman Jackson is working on getting us a table and or room for the dolls for the weekend. So I haven't heard back because Batman's been very busy as of lately. But as soon as I get more information on whether or not we have the table or the room, I will let you guys know. But it's going to be, Katsucon is going to be in February. February 16th, I believe it is, to the 18th is the date. Where is the thingy? There's like a date. I don't know why I don't see it on the website. It used to be right here, right in the front. They moved it. Like, I don't know. Why did it get moved? Where did the dates go? I swear it is. It's in February. February 16th, 17th, and 18th. It should be the dates because that's when I requested off from work. So it's definitely during there. Batman says we secured a room for the meetup, but I don't have a time yet. Okay. But it'll be a 2-hour time frame. Okay, great. So we are going to have a room at Katsucon for the doll stuff. I'll let you guys know when the date and the time will be. As soon as Batman lets me know, I will announce it here on the channel. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, I have 3 panels there. We'll do a meetup there as well for 2 hours in whatever room that's going to be, whatever day that we have available that it's going to be. But I will be at the con at least guaranteed Friday and Saturday. I don't know if I'll be there on Sunday. If I have a panel, I'll definitely be there on Sunday. But if I don't have a panel on Sunday, I will probably use that time to drive home. Because usually if I have a panel, I don't get to go home until like way late. So if I don't have a panel Sunday, I'll leave early so I can drive home during the daytime instead of at night. But I should definitely be there on on Friday and Saturday. So hopefully I get to meet some of you there. Katsucon is one that I've been trying to check off my bucket list for a long time. So I'm very excited to be there. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that and let you guys know if anyone's in the area or anyone's interested in participating or, attending Katsucon, I will see you guys there. So yeah, that is definitely it now. We'll bring Chitose back. By the way, it's been a long time since Chitose's been on the channel. I don't know how many of you noticed, but this is my original OG Chitose in milk. She has been retired for quite some time. This is the first time I've taken her out in probably almost a year now. Ever since I got my Chitose in T, I've been taking her out more than this Chitose. And it's because obviously these dolls get old over time. You know, things start to creak, things start to get loose, but also the vinyl starts to yellow. And no matter how much I take care of her and how careful I am with her, she is very old now. She was on the very first batch of release, so she's very old right now. And I want to keep her as close to milk as I can, so I'm trying to not expose her to the sun anymore. But I did want to bring her back as a callback to 2024, first episode of the year, and she's wearing this very cool Chitose outfit. I don't have the lab coat for her yet, but I will get one at some point for her original look in the little cartoon drawings. Thank you, Sensei, for the outfit. Crypt had a question. Yes, what is your question? As someone who I'm going to guess also has a lot of dolls, what kind of storage do you use? Also in terms of floating heads, do you opt to get a body for them, or do you like having a body that you can change in and out for the head? Okay, so yes, you are correct. I do have a lot of dolls. I think I'm just shy of 30. I think I'm at 28 right now, if I remember. I think it's 28. I think I'm at 28 dolls right now, and it's hard to give every single one of them love. But currently right now, they're all being stored in 2 Daytolfs shelves from IKEA. They used to stand like this in the Daytolf shelf. And then eventually they started getting like this, And now I have 28 dolls in 2 Daytoff shelves, and they just barely fit in there, and they're all sideways like this so that they can fit. It's the only way I can make them fit is just put them on sideways. For my floating heads, I only have Smart Doll floating heads. I don't have any Dolphy Dream floating heads. And that's because a lot of the dolls that were released, I don't normally buy floating heads, but a lot of the dolls that were released as floating heads a couple years ago from Smart Doll were dolls that didn't have bodies at all. And I really wanted them, and I figured I'll just get a body later. So I do have about 4 floating heads right now, and none of them have bodies still. I actually had to take Prowess and T. My Prowess and T, I had to steal her body and give it to T Chitose. So now Prowess in T is a floating head. Sorry, Prowess. I need another... Well, it's not that I need another T body. I do have a T body for the original Cortex 1. I still have a Cortex 1 T body that I got from Batman Jackson. Thank you for selling it to me. But I haven't put it together yet, so it's still in pieces. And the only reason why I haven't put that body together yet is because I don't have the screws. I have to find and buy the screws that I need in order to build the body. That's what I'm waiting on. I've just been really lazy about finding screws. I have a couple screws on Amazon saved on my list because I was told these are the right sizes. I just haven't bought them yet. So Prowess will have a body once I get that Cortex built. She will have her body again because I'm more than likely going to give that Cortex body to Chitose and T so that it's just easier to transport her around and not have to worry about the vinyl or anything like that. And I will give the vinyl body back to Prowess T. But yeah, but right now the floating heads have no body, and they're in the original packaging that they came from Smart Doll. So that's pretty much how they're kept. You know, the orange thing. This is an extra one, but you know, these little orange things, they're still kept in those things. But yeah, that's pretty much how I store my dolls. And then the clothes are just in a bin. Like I have a plastic bin on the other side of this thing here, this closet. There's a plastic bin on the other side, and they're just all thrown in there. No organization whatsoever. They were, when I first bought the bin, they were very nicely organized. And then after the years went by and I kept buying stuff, they kind of just got thrown in there. So now it's a hot mess. I really have to like fix it at some point. But yeah, that's how I store all my stuff. It's not really convenient or efficient either, because when I have to look for stuff, it's a real pain in the butt. But I'm very limited in space, as this office is all I get to put all my stuff. And that was the deal I made. I told the missus she can decorate the whole house any way she wants as long as she gives me my own private room. And that's what I got. I got this tiny little room here. It's very small, and I'm doing the best I can with the space that I have to keep all my stuff in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Crip says, for parts that add the additional movement that third-party companies have made, what are your opinions on that? Like the knee joint that helps the doll sit on her knees. Oh, you're talking about the I forgot the name of that company. It's not Doll JPF. It was something else where they made those knee joints where you can extend the knee joint a little bit further out so they can bend more. I've never purchased it. I've heard good stories from other people that have, that they really like it. I haven't heard anything bad about those things. The squishy body I've seen in person from Batman Jackson and from Sensei, and they're really cool. One thing that's a turnoff for me is I don't like the powderiness of the silicone, and that's just something that you need to have, because if you don't have that little powderiness on there, it will dry out the silicone and then it will get destroyed. So, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, it comes with the territory, but the posability for those things is really nice. I've seen it posed in a lot of different ways. It's really cool. And the skin is actually really soft, aside from like the little bit of powder that's on there for the silicone. It's actually really cool. I just personally haven't bought one because it's just not my cup of tea for my own personal collection. But because I'm just really like the vinyl. I like the exposed joints. it just all adds this aesthetics to the doll for me, so I haven't done any of that. Any other parts? Like, I know that Cool Cat in Taiwan, or is it Singapore? I forget if it's Singapore or Taiwan. But they offer the replacement joint parts for Dolphy Dreams, where it's like metal neck joints and arm joints and elbow joints and knee joints, so that because those tend to crack. I've heard nothing but good stories about that company as well. So if you're interested in those things are very they've been purchased by a lot of people, and a lot of good reviews online about those parts. It's one of those things that you probably should get. I probably should get. I just haven't done it. As you could tell from my channel, or maybe you can't tell from my channel, I don't really modify my dolls that much. I very, very rarely modify them. I like to keep them as original as possible from how I purchased them. So most of them stay in their default outfits, especially if they're Volks dolls. Most of them stay in default. Not all of them, but most of them. My smart dolls usually will have a forever outfit. Like, I find something that really clicks for them, that they look really good in, and they stay kind of in that. Like I said, I don't really get aftermarket parts or anything like that, because I like to keep them as original as possible. That's just a me thing. That's nothing against the parts. That's just a personal choice that I do. I did want to get those knee replacements at one point, but then I decided not to. I was just like, it's not something I really need in my life. But if you're interested in those kind of things, there's a lot of reviews online from other YouTubers, and they actually look pretty decent. They look pretty good. So if you're interested in that, you should definitely check that out, Crypt. Do you think the new frame of Smart Dolls makes those joints outdated? Yes, because especially if you're talking about the knee joints, it will not fit in the new Evol frame at all, because the way that the joints attach, especially on Chitose here, she's the original version 1 frame from Smart Doll. I could change her knee joints into those knee joints. It'll fit fine. But the new Evol frame will not fit. Unless that company made a newer version to fit Evolve, the original ones will not fit the Evol frame. So you need the older bodies, the older frame, if you want to change out those knee joints from that company, which is besides me. I can't remember the name anymore. I really want to say it's Doll JPF, but I don't think it is. Because Doll JPF is the gentleman that has all the Prowess dolls, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a name that's somewhat close to it. Unless he's the same guy that makes those things. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But yeah, I haven't really purchased them. But I do know that they won't fit, because those knee joints worked on the older bodies, not Evol frame. Yo, Ben Benjamin, welcome to the stream, Ben Benjamin. This is actually the end of the stream. We're kind of tying up, but people are asking some really good questions that I wanted to address. So yeah, we're just talking shop right now. The news is already done, but hopefully everything's going good for you, Ben, down there in Texas. Hopefully everything's going good with Austin Sign Co. I've been seeing a lot of really cool stuff that you guys been making. I love the videos. Tell Kat I said hi. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unless anybody else has any other questions, I guess I'll leave it at that. Anybody else want to ask some questions that I can answer? I know I've been gone for a while. It's been almost a month since I've streamed. So if anyone has any questions they've been waiting to ask, or anything that just came up, I can answer them now. If not, we will end the stream. I'll give you guys like a couple minutes, or not a couple minutes, but I'll give you guys a little bit before I actually start closing down. Let's see. Do the new frames have the better movement that the joints would give? No. Like, the new frames have better movement, yes. Like, that part, yes, has better movement. But if you're talking about the knee joints, so this is the original Smart Doll body. It only goes 90 degrees. The new Evol frame goes slightly further than 90 degrees. But what happened with the knee joint replacements that you're referring to, they go even further, so that the doll can sit in Seiza style. So the new Evol frame does go further than the original frame, but it doesn't go all the way like the knee replacement joint does. So yeah, there. If that answers your question. Ben says thank you. Sorry so late. I will tell Kat hello. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, tell her I said hi. Batman Jackson, have a good night. Enjoy MagFest. And send me some cool pictures from MagFest. That would be awesome to see. But I think that's everything. If nobody else has any questions, I think that's where we will end the stream. And then next week on Beyond the Doll, like I said, we're going to do a review, or not really a review, but like a looking to the future on what's to come in 2024 and what we're looking forward to. So they would go closer to 40 degrees versus 90. I would say more closer to like 75 degrees. It's slightly more than 90, but not like a huge amount. Unless somebody else can correct me if I'm wrong, but like from what I've done with my own dolls, I haven't really moved it. I haven't really pushed the limits. Let's just say that. So I would say like around like 75% of a bend versus the 90. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I would say roughly around 75%. PMB Sakura says, good night. Thanks for the show. You're welcome, PMB Sakura. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Batman Jackson. Thank you, Crypt. Thank you, PMB Sakura. Thank you, Ben. Who else was on here? Thank you, Linda, for coming. And I think that was everybody that at least posted on the stream, so I could give them a shout out. So thanks everybody for coming. That's the end of today's episode. Hopefully it was informative for the news part and the questions at the end. So we will see you guys next week on Beyond the Doll. Take care, everybody. Bye.
나처럼 만난 친구는 없어. I don't need to say a word. Favorite 영화도 favorite 음식도 같아. 지금 이 노래도 춤추고 싶잖아. 어쩔 땐 너가 mystery. 있으면 좋겠다 생각해. 날 위로해주는 지금 이 음악처럼 무슨 말해도 내 맘이 춤을 춰. Got my phone out, got my stereo now. No, I don't want you to go, to go. When you go, I'm not feeling low, low. I just sing along to my stereo, stereo. When you say I'll be there for you, 진심인 게 느껴져. 눈물 날 때도 겹이 아플 때도 지금 이 순간도 내 옆에 있잖아. 어쩔 땐 너가 mystery. 있으면 좋겠다 생각해. 날 위로해주는 지금 이 음악처럼 무슨 말해도 내 맘이 춤을 춰. Got my phone now, got my stereo now. You know I don't want you to go. When you go, I'm not feeling low, low. I just sing along to my stereo.